So as I'm telling you, y'all gotta stop focusing on the man, start focusing on the woman. So I started paying attention to following the path of the woman and what it was the divine feminine had to say and what the divine feminine had to offer. And ultimately, I was led to understand a couple things. Okay, now. When I prayed the Lord's Prayer and Jesus handed me over to this woman, she declared herself to be God to me. And when I traced her up to being Mary, I had an out-of-body experience, but it freaked me out, so I jolted back into my body because it was too intense. And I apologize for that, God. It's my fault. But what you call it? She explained a few things to me that I share with you. Number one is that you have free will. Okay, God revealed herself to me to be a dealer in circumstance. Okay, so the stubbing of your toe or the smelling of the green grass and circumstance. God is in control of circumstance. Lolita Tripuna Sundaria over there. She is in control of circumstance, and you are in control of your free will. You can choose to do what you want to with your free will. She hopes that you choose the right path, but a way to better understand that would have been revealed to me later by God, but that would be Batman. Let's say that you are an avid Batman fan, and you want to tell Batman that you are an avid Batman fan. And so you go to reach into a comic book to shake his hand and tell him, hey, dig the brooding, you know what I mean? Like the vibe, like the solo wolf, all that stuff. Yeah, man, I'm your homie, right? But the second you go stick your finger into a comic book, the only thing that would appear in a two-dimensional world would be a dot. And then as your finger went through, the dot would get smaller and then eventually disappear. So you as a three-dimensional being do not have the ability to affect the two-dimensional world, with the exception of you as a three-dimensional being have the ability to create the two-dimensional world. I hope that makes sense. So you have the ability to make comic books. And while you yourself personally will never be able to be there to shake Batman's hand, you could do certain things, like you could make sure that there are banners on the road, or there are people saying, I love you, Batman, all that sort of stuff. And of course, Bruce Wayne would be like, that's not for me, I'm Bruce Wayne, right? But I propose to you that does and has happened in your life, and I propose to you that is what circumstance is that I'm speaking of. And so she explained to me that she was a dealer of circumstance. She explained to me that at that time I was very angry. I was a very angry person. She explained to me that when I love as much as I hated then, that I'd be able to have anything I want. And she started teaching me. And the big thing to tell you before I start telling you about her teachings